Ladies and gentlemen, the OK Medicine Show is making its appearance in this community for the first time right here under this tent. Narmer Smith, Frank Hutchinson, Moonshine Kate, the famous Black Brothers, Emmett Miller, Bud Blue, and a man whose name is on everybody's tongue, who is known from coast to coast, and whose name will never be forgotten. You know who I mean, none other than that famous what the heck is your name?
John Carson.
Oh, yes, John Carson.
Kate, have those 6 revenue men left the hills yet?
Yes, Pa.
Are you sure they all gone out, Kate?
Yes, every one of them.
Well, I must have shot a darn deer then. I'll give you a little song now entitled To Papa Bought Him a Big Billy Goat. Kate, this goat ain't got no nose.
How in the world does he smell?
Awful bad. Uptime outside. Papa bought him a great big billy goat, mom washed every day and hung her clothes out on the line. But there's no goat that he come that way.
Stop, John, stop. That's only a sample of what you'll hear on the inside. We are here to entertain you and cure your miseries with that celebrated Dr. Barleycorn's famous sunshine medicine, made and bottled right here in your own hills. And for reasons of Dr. Barleycorn, it is made by the light of the moon, and should be called moonshine. But in order that there will be no misunderstanding, it is called sunshine, and it cures what ails you. Headache, corns, toothaches, bunions, fallen hair, grip. It'll remove paint and varnish, and it is not bad drink on a chilly night. Before the main show starts, we will have Namor and Smith on the platform here, and they will entertain you with their Charleston number 1. That's it up. On the inside, they will play their Charleston number 2. We will now hear from the famous Black Brothers.
Hey, Jim, what's all the celebrating down at your house for?
Well, Joe, my 2 boys just got out of jail. They're in for 10 years, but they got 3 years off for good behavior.
Gosh, it must be great to have 2 such good sons.
Way down yonder in Carolina, that's where I long to be. That's where she's waiting, 'neath the lone pine tree. I can hear those mountains calling, come to your mountain home, back to your Thelma and your Carolina home.
I take great pleasure in introducing that great blackface comedian, Emmett Miller. By the way, Emmett, where have you been?
Well, I'm been out of town for a little while. I just funny town this morning. I had a funny thing happen to me. So some newlywed friends of mine moved into town about a year ago, and this morning I heard they had a new addition to the family. And of course I called around to pay my respects, and the mother of the baby had a very bad cold. Seems as though the cold had affected her hearing, because when I asked her about the baby, she thought I was inquiring about her cold. She said, yes, I have one about this time every year. but this is the worst one I ever had. She looked at me and saw the funny expression on my face, and she said, you better come in out that draft, don't you gonna have one too? I thought, now I ain't got nobody, and nobody cares for me. Oh, no.
Just an idea of what you get inside. Gentlemen, we will continue when those 2 men down front get through.
Say, John, how do you sell your liquor?
That moonshine in the hills, $2 a can. Who's that woman you got with you there?
Why, that's my wife.
Well, I sell no whiskey to no married man.
Hold on just a minute, John. Come on now with the liquor. I done got shut of her.
Well, what's a shot among friends? And now that famous piano player, Bud Blue, who will play part of his famous Prairie Blues.
That boy don't allow piano to do nothing. Boy, you let it do whooping.
And now the pride of West Virginia, Mr. Frank Hutchison. By the way, Mr. Hutchison, do you know that love makes the world go round?
Sure do. And find that darned old moonshine you sell do the same thing. Got a weary blues, got no heart to cry. Got a weary blues, but I've got no heart to cry. If the blues don't kill me, boys, I'll never die.
Right this way, good people, right this way. Walk up, walk up. That's only a small part of what you will see. Remember the big show we have on the inside. Come on, good people, come on.
Oh, I don't know. Hey, Frank, put that right on.
Plenty of room for everybody in the big tent. All quiet, folks, all quiet. The great OKeh medicine show is about to start. Outside this big tent, we told you something about Dr. Barleycorn's famous sunshine medicine made in your own hills by the light of the moon, and sometimes called moonshine. Now we are going to tell you more about this great trouble chaser. But first we are going to continue with the big show, a small part of which you saw before entering the tent.
Yeah, Doc, excuse me. That medicine good for a broken jaw?
Yes, my friend, guaranteed.
My wife broke her jaw the other day and can't talk. When will you come back?
In a couple of years.
Well, I just wait till you come back through, Doc.
Now that famous team, Narmore and Smith, will play Charleston number 2, their latest and greatest OKeh recording.
Say, Doc, can I smoke?
I don't care if you burn. Now, folks, you'll hear the Black Brothers play their famous song, Golden Slippers.
Hey, Jim, tomorrow's my wife's anniversary.
That's so. Well, what do you expect to get for your wife, Joe?
I don't know. I ain't had no offers for her yet.
Oh, my golden slippers and my laid away, case I ain't going to wear 'em till my wedding day. And the long-tailed coat that I love so well, I'll wear it in the shed in the morning. And my long white robe that I bought last June, I was going to get it changed case it fits too soon. And the old gray horse that I used to drive, I'll hitch him to the shed in the morning. Oh, them a golden slippers, oh, them a golden slippers, them a golden slippers I was going to wear, case they look so neat. Oh, them a golden slippers, oh, them a golden slippers, them a golden slippers I was going to wear to walk the Golden Street.
Quiet, quiet. Folks, there will be a short intermission for refreshments.
Peanuts for the ladies and candies for the babies, cigarettes and cigars for the gentlemen, and all kinds of soft drinks. Who's next? Who's next? Oh, here's a lady that'll have a bar of candy. Will you pass this along, miss?
Sure I will.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, mister, I dropped it and stepped on it.
Oh, well, here's another one. Peanuts, candies, popcorn. Say, miss, you're eating that candy. I thought you stepped on it.
Oh, I didn't step on it very hard.
You know, miss, you ought to get spanked for that.
Don't you know it don't do any good to spank a girl over 16?
I know, but it'd be a lot of fun.
I take great pleasure in introducing Mr. Frank Hutchison. What are you going to play, Frank?
Well, I guess I'll play you Johnny and Jane, one of my latest recordings. Johnny and Jane had a falling out. Johnny run Jane right out of sight. Johnny won't allow no low down hanging around. Jane said, Johnny, that's all right. I'll meet you right here tomorrow night. Johnny won't allow no low down hanging around.
Next on the program will be a little talk by Emmett Miller and Bud Blue.
Hello there, Emmett. How you feeling this afternoon?
I ain't feeling well at all. I'm got myself a headache.
Got yourself a headache?
Yeah.
Well, don't you know what to do for a headache?
Well, what is that?
Well, whenever I have a headache, I just go home and see my wife. She takes care of me.
Man, I didn't even know you was married.
Am I married? I got the most beautiful wife you ever saw.
You do?
Oh, she is so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
She has the most beautiful eyes, hair, and cheeks.
Yeah.
Oh, and she got a figure. You never saw such a figure on any one woman all your life. I say, Emmett, are you following me?
Man, I'm way ahead of you.
Well, anyway, whenever I get a headache, why, she just takes care of me in the most unusual way you ever saw. She just kisses
Something
me.
different.
Yeah, she just kisses me and hugs me and squeezes me and everything. That headache just leaves me right now.
You do so?
Yeah, well, why don't you try that sometime, Emmett?
That's a good idea. What time will your wife be at home?
And now John Carson and his famous Virginia Reelers will play for you.
I'm on the wagon now.
I am glad you have responded so generously to our sale of bottled sunshine medicine.
Look out now, Doc. Look out. I've been drinking that stuff all my life, and this is the first time I ever heard it called medicine.
No, not so loud.
I ain't said nothing.
Quiet, please.
Well, all right.
Now we will continue with the show. Here they are, John Carson and Moonshine Kate.
Say, Pa, have you tried in this sunshine?
I sure have, Kate, and it's plenty good.
How you know, Pa?
Well, I stuck my finger in it, and the nail didn't come off, Kate. Kate, how about singing that little song you wrote about Pa and Ma and me?
We live down by the old red mill in a little shack atop the hill. We run the house and we run the steel, just Ma and Pa and me. Pa can't write and Ma can't read, but they make moonshine, yes indeed. It pays for everything we need for Ma and Pa and me. Making moonshine doesn't pay. I heard a revenue say the sheriff will be around someday for Ma and Pa and me.
Now I'll give you a little song entitled to Whiskey Ain't Like It Used to Be. I will
sing one song of my own old Georgie home, of my own old Georgie home far away. When the revenues they roam, then our women blow their horns, and the stiller hides his little molded corn.
And now those favorites are back again, Dahmer and Smith, and they will play for you Rose Waltz. Now they will play Sweet Milk and Peaches. I told you, see the marvelous effects of Dr. Barleycorn's Sunshine. We still have several dozen bottles left. $1 a bottle.
I can make a gallon of that stuff for $1.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, with the aid of our own Sunshine, Frank Hutchinson will oblige.
All right, people, I'm going to play an old tune I used to pick on a banjo when I was a kid, Cumberland Gap. Lay down, boys, take a little nap for tomorrow, my Cumberland Gap. Cumberland Gap, she ain't my home, I'm gonna leave old Cumberland alone. Oh, ain't diner, if you don't care, leave my liquor jug set right here. If it ain't here, when I get back, I'll race and Cumberland Gap. Oh, ain't diner, took a little spell, broke my liquor jug all.
And now, Emmett Miller, you tell us something.
Oh, Mr. Miller, why do those apple trees bend over like that?
Lady, if you was as full of green apples as that tree is, you'd be bending over too. Now, anytime that you are lonely, anytime that you are blue, hold on now, anytime you're feeling downhearted, that will prove to you my love is true. Now, anytime you're thinking of me, that's the time I'll think of you. Hold on now, anytime you want me back again, that's the time I'll come back to you. Oh, no.
And now the grand finale for the entire company.